throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jack Bech, 29 yards. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey, 65 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. At their own 35-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. Now Smith. Short throw caught by Bowers. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing now is Geno. This is intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Chargers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass break up there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
21.
Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked off by Eric Stokes. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Herbert. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Here's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Ladd McConkey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 21-14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Back to throw, Smith. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on the receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Deion Henley in there to bring him down.
9 yards. And it's third down.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Check 59, check 59, cover. Another line.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Hampton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Hampton. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Vegas. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 390%. Alert, Jack's left, Jack's left. 49, flip her off, 49. Alert. Check 59, check 59, Cobra, Cobra.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Genty fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
There we go, Sonoma. Good shot. There we go.
They'll try to punch it in with Genty. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
5-9, 5-9. Set.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds Johnston. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That one complete to McConkey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
Set. Delta to Hunt. Ready.
Herbert now. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Johnston in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The final shot here before break. Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
Line. Come on, set. Finish it forward. Come on, set.
Here's Smith. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here we go. Bring it up. Tuesday. Hey, go flip her up. There we go, Smith.
Here's Smith. And now here's another interception. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Set. Ready.
And they'll run again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Set. Let's go. Set.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Chargers had 6 to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further.
Raiders 14.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Geno now to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Chargers 35, Raiders 21.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. And space tough to come by there, so we'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Open man right side, that's McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Ray. 5'9", 5'9". Crowd right. Sit.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's caught inside the 25. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
Set. Wide 80 hot. Ready.
A run once more with Hampton. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Chargers 42, Raiders 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now it's Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And Smith here, an audible at the line. Throwing now is Geno. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone. Herbert.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Smith. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not.
And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Here's Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
49. Raiders 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now.
And now here is another interception. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Herbert off of play action. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Go.
On the ground, this is Hampton. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. third interception. And the Raiders are going to take over. At their own 28-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. After the interception, here's Smith. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Smith's pass.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And now Smith going to change the play.
And it's third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. He may go. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. This is caught by Tucker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Raiders.
To throw is Smith. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Flush to his right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Deion Henley. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton from 8 yards out. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Now, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
380. Let's go, let's go. Hey, go lion. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Go, let's go. Set.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
13 next. Hey, here we go.
From his goal line here, Smith. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. And some room to maneuver. Now he's loose at the 40. Now look out. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question, because that was just a simple drop-off, but he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Smith going to move him around. First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Throwing is Smith.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And unable to connect. Incomplete.
Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 38. The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Tyree Wilson getting back there in a hurry and handing him a loss. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
59.
Tight off. Tight off.
5-9. Hey, go Lion. Set.
Here's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Baylor Tiger. Ready.
And it'll be intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Deion Henry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 2nd down.
No ball. Hey, go flip her up. 53.
Here's Smith. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Set. Run. Set.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
380. Hut. Delta. Hut. What is it?
And they will take a knee here.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Los Angeles, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.